Hi, I didn't see you there. I'm Spacetime Badass, and today we're going to be talking about how you can overcome your dry spells, and it's got a lot to do with this. So, whether it is in the sack or just a simple case of writer's block, dry spells are going to come. Lucid dreaming being no different, there will inevitably be a time where you're lucid dreaming just fine, and then all of a sudden it ceases. So, what can we do in those times when we find it more difficult to have lucid dreams and break through the barrier and start lucid dreaming again? Dry spells can be related to your practices being less effective, but not in every case. For instance, you may have gotten more chilled out and relaxed in how you do your reality checks and thus stop actually questioning which reality you're in, which can make them stop working, which can make you stop lucid dreaming. As well, you could stop dream journaling, thus stop remembering your dreams, and thus stop lucid dreaming, or at least remembering your lucid dreams, which is possible. So a lot of it can be from that, but again, not in every case. So in the instances where the dry spell is caused by your actions, I would say it's a good time to reevaluate everything you're doing for lucid dreaming. So there's a chance again that you may not be doing reality checks with as much vigor or doing them as well. So there could be that. You could look at reality checks as a whole and say maybe this reality check isn't working in dreams anymore, so I'm going to start doing this reality check. So every once in a while you will need to kind of change up something, and then you'll find something that you think is just perfect for you, and then maybe 6 months down the line that'll change, so you'll have to reinvent lucid dreaming for yourself, and this is normal. So let's say you're doing everything right, you've reevaluated your practices and all of that, and you're still unable to lucid dream. What do you do then? It's at this point that I like to pick up my handy dandy dream journal. Dream journals are infinitely helpful for lucid dreaming. A lot of people like to cite that, yes, for dream recall, as well as finding patterns for your dream signs, which can also help you become lucid. And again, dream signs are something that can change. So if you're using a dream sign in your affirmations, like when I see so and so, I will realize that I am dreaming. Perhaps after some time, you stop dreaming about so and so maybe change that affirmation. But in the times that you are doing everything right and you're still not having lucid dreams, picking up your dream journal and reading through it can really help you a great deal with becoming lucid again. You can read through the dream journal as a whole and just remember the dreams as you go through it. One thing that I think is a little bit more beneficial and something that I tend to do a little more with reading my dream journal over is reading the lucid dreams over again. Because again, one, you could find something that you've missed, and two, this is really going to tell your subconscious again that you're really interested in lucid dreaming. So if you go through the pages of your dream journal and you're reading about these lucid dreams and recalling the dreams in your mind and recalling the moments at which you became lucid and why you became lucid, there's a greater chance that you will again become lucid in the near future. Because I'm a firm believer in the more attention you give your dreams, like writing them down, thinking about them, trying to decode the meaning in them, the more you focus on your dreams, the more importance you're placing on your dreams, thus the more importance your subconscious places on your dreams. And if you've ever heard, energy flows where attention goes, and I believe this is true with lucid dreaming as well. So the more you're thinking about something, the more you're wanting to become lucid, the more you're reading about it, especially your own experiences, because you actually have the memories there, the more likely it is that while in a dream, your subconscious will put you in those situations that will allow you to become lucid a little bit easier. And this is really why some people report having a lucid dream after like the first time they heard about it or read about it in a forum or in a book. So the dream journal is really the number one thing for me that helps to overcome these dry spells, as well as reevaluating everything you're doing as previously mentioned. Let's also not overlook the great potential that positive affirmations have, not just for lucid dreaming, but in our life. But when used to break a lucid dreaming dry spell, I think that mild affirmations, or really just positive affirmations in general, can be helpful. It'll probably look a little bit like what you're already doing if you use mild, but you can also use these throughout the day, and the more the better, just kind of like with reality checks. Wind. Overall, a lot of the issues with dry spells are just kind of overcoming negativity as well, because you get in a dry spell and you're not lucid dreaming and you're used to lucid dreaming a little bit more, and you keep thinking, why am I not doing it? What am I doing wrong? What's the problem? The more you focus on that, you can kind of become negative about it. And the more negative you are, the more difficult lucid dreams are to achieve. I know I've said it a lot and I will probably say it again in the future after this, but mindset is pretty much everything with lucid dreaming, down to the practices and actually achieving a lucid dream, all the way to doing the things that you want to do in lucid dreams is all mindset. It's your outlook and it's your expectations. So the mindset we need to have is that we will lucid dream very shortly. We want to, and we easily can. And not only that, we expect to lucid dream. When you lie down in your bed at night, lie down with the expectation that you know you're going to sleep to have a dream and become lucid in that dream. And that really helps a great deal as well. The last thing I want to talk about is kind of out there, and I actually made a video on this, though it didn't get very many views. And I wonder why, but it's using automatic writing for lucid dreaming, and in that I talk a little bit about how I've used automatic writing to overcome dry spells with lucid dreaming. Automatic writing, a quick rundown. It's like if you've seen The Sixth Sense, it's kind of like that. They mention it in there. You just kind of put your hand, you put pen to paper, and you don't pay attention a lot to what you're writing, and you just kind of let your hand, squiggle or whatever it's doing, or if it doesn't want to do anything, you kind of have to give it some leeway and see where the hand kind of wants to go after a while, and then maybe it'll start forming something coherent. So it's kind of like that, and a lot of people do this, and they think that it's coming from a ghost or another dimension, or I'm making contact like a Ouija board. But in all actuality, I am in the mindset that Ouija boards, along with automatic writing, are both just, I think, what do they call it? Autonomous nerve response or muscle, I don't know, something like that, to where basically your hand will be moving on the planchette, or the pen will be moving to paper, but the thing is, you're not consciously doing that, but you are doing that subconsciously, unconsciously, what have you. And the idea behind this is that you're allowing what's in your subconscious or unconscious to kind of come out a little bit. And with that, I've kind of just experimented around with it. And again, this is out there, kind of hippy dippy, not really scientifically verified fucking anywhere. So if you try this, you can try it, but it's just something that I've done, possibly even as a placebo effect, that has helped me become lucid again, which if it ends the dry spell, who cares if it's placebo or not? It works, even in the chances that people have to take a placebo, where a doctor's like, I'm giving you a placebo pill, but sure, this will help. Even when people know they're taking a placebo, it can still work to some degree. So that's kind of what we're chasing here. So for a long time, I've written to my subconscious at great length in that, and I just kind of look at it as like an exercise in personal growth. And if nothing else, you can tell something about your mental state behind the scenes, that you might not be aware of. So, and it might not even be what is being written. There may not be any coherent words that are written. Sometimes I'll get symbols as well, but it's more so, how does it happen? So if it's like frantically, or it's really hard, it could be like sort of like negative emotions built up, that sort of thing. Like, how is it coming out? Is it nice, smooth, and relaxed and cool, or is it frantic and hard and breaking the pen? So that's kind of how I read into it. But again, it's just something that I do to feel better, and that I have used to break dry spells before, though I don't recommend, not recommend, I don't guarantee that it's going to work for you. It's just one of those kind of gray area, why not kind of things. But I've gotten into sessions with that where I've just stressed the idea. I've said, like, I want to lucid dream tonight. Do you approve of this? Can you make this happen? And I got a yes back. And I was like, feeling good. Yeah, my subconscious is going to help me lucid dream, guys. And then I went to bed and had a lucid dream. And that was after a dry spell of a couple of months. So it's just really whatever you can do to make yourself believe that you will have lucid dreams again. You just can't get negative about it. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope it helps you end your dry spell. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down in the comments section below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SpacetimeBadass. I also have a Patreon page now. And speaking of, this will be my first monthly thank you list, guys, to my patrons. So I want to personally thank Ed Butler and Maxwell Hunter, some names that you guys may recognize, but those are my patrons now. So thank you guys for all that you do. This video brought to you by those cool guys. But other than that, yeah, I got a Patreon page. patreon.com/spacetimebadass. And as well, again, I've got a link down in the description that is my affiliate link for Dreamleaf. So if you want to buy lucid dreaming pills or other supplements or a dream journal or really whatever lucid dreaming goodies they've got and get something for yourself as well as help the channel, you can do that. But as always, none of this is necessary, guys. I appreciate you watching and commenting and just kind of having the discussion regardless. But yeah, it's there. Do it or don't. I appreciate you either way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy. Hey gang, Space Time Badass here. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Recently I've been going through some dental work and there's more to come. It just kind of got me thinking about teeth